Hello. I got home late, so I'm still setting up here. It's actually 7:30 if you're watching this later, which is 30 minutes later than usual. Just need to set some stuff up. So things are gonna be a little rough this week. Oh shoot. Because I don't really know what I'm doing. If you are unaware, we're streaming some random Nintendo DS games. I got the Wii U to run some DS games. Definitely official. These are definitely all virtual consoles. Don't ignore the screen you see on screen right now. Definitely official. But it should be noted I do own all these games. So I have no concern over that. Are these my copies? But you know, don't worry about it. It's basically the same thing. I have so there's actually music on this screen, but the sound's kind of messed up for some reason. So I'm not sure why. It's just always been that way. Also, you might be thinking, oh, the format of the stream is weird right now. I don't know what format we're gonna need. Also, don't know if this is gonna be like a bunch of different audio levels or something. So I don't know. We'll find out. I'm also gonna tweet that that I'm streaming now. So yeah, so we're just gonna play some Nintendo DS games. Have a good time. What are we gonna play first? Who can say? Super Robot Tyson, OG Saga, Endless Frontier, Xseed. Problem is I don't have any save data on most of these, so it's not like I can just jump into something quickly. Hey Zero, how's it going? So we're just gonna probably start all these games anew. How are you feeling today, Zero? Sorry I have not responded to your messages still. I got home, shoved a bunch of food down my mouth, and then started setting up. And now I'm still trying to set up. My brain needs to move. Yeah. Oh, are you asking if it's a chill day? Or are you saying you just had a chill day? I definitely didn't have a chill day, but what's new? There's like months and months period at my work where we get really busy, and it's just how it is. Specifically when we're launching a new version of our software, it gets nightmarish. Okay. Streaming some random Nintendo DS games. We'll say like till. We won't put a limit on. Will it be chill or not? Who can say? I mean, it's as chill as just us playing DS games is gonna be. We're not doing anything serious. I'm not gonna sit here and try to like present these games either. It's not gonna be like a quick play stream or something like that. I don't know if you were around for any quick play streams. I stopped doing them for now because I ran out of games that I felt like I could talk about pretty quickly or easily. That being said, there's not really a good way to show you all these games that are on here. This menu kind of sucks, actually. You're going to see it. It looks really weird. So, like, I'm going to move right. It moved left. You know? And I'm going to move up, and it's going to go up way over here. And it doesn't make any sense until you see what's actually on the gamepad. So these are ROMs. I haven't put any icons or anything like that. Yeah, just chill, man. Don't worry about it. But like, so what I'm seeing on the gamepad right now isn't this little like rotation. I'm seeing this screen here. And I mentioned it earlier, Zero, but it's bleeding off the sides. I don't know if I need to adjust that yet or not. It depends on, it's going to be a rough day in terms of moving these screens around because each game is going to be kind of different. But yeah, so this is what I see on my gamepad when I'm moving around that other screen. But now the like rotational screen is on the gamepad. So if I move left here, it goes that way instead. So I don't know. It's just a really weird thing. There's also music on this page, but it has like this weird popping noise for some reason. You can probably hear it right there. So I'm going to try to mute that whenever we're on here for an extended period of time. Let's play some video games. I have not thought about this at all. So I actually have no idea what I'm about to do. Um, it'd be nice if I could like show you a list of like stuff that I have. Actually, you know what? If you want, I don't know if you're interested in seeing anything in particular, but I don't have all my games on here, but I have a lot of them. So if you want to see any game in particular, here's my backloggery. It's going to be per game. We'll see, man. So there's the backloggery. I think that should show up in all the chats, not just the video. Or whatever. I think it's sent. It's on YouTube, it looks like. I don't know if it showed up in Twitch or not. So, we'll see. Let me know if that showed up in Twitch. Otherwise, I can log into Twitch real quick and see. Although I'll need to log into Twitch anyways to hear the audio levels. But yeah, it's probably gonna be a chill stream. Yeah, maybe as the fact that like it's been 5 minutes and I literally have not done anything yet. But I do need to listen to the audio real quick. So let's see. Let's you know what? Let's start with a doozy. I'm trying to think of a game that has an opening. There are some things Anthony particularly wanted to see. We'll start with Tales of the Tempest. Oh, Nintendogs. I don't know if I have Nintendogs, actually. And I also can't search this, so I'm not going to have a great... I am surprised I didn't download Nintendogs. I feel like that's a game that I would have thought about. But it's too late, man. Sorry. No Nintendogs. I'm going to use Tales of the Tempest because it has an opening video, and we can... I'm pretty sure I own a copy of Nintendogs. Do I not open a copy? I must have given my copy of Nintendogs away. Maybe I gave it to my sister or something. These also take a little while to load. So, yeah. So, I'll also send a message to Anthony to let me know when he's here. So, we can play his video games. I have loaded this up before, so there's a suspend point. So actually, one thing I did here, and you're actually going to see it very... So, actually, let me balance this audio first real quick. This looks weird. We'll fix it here in a second. But I want to hear what this audio sounds like, because I need to explain what's going on here. Oh, you know what? I have the audio muted. There we go. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. I like the opening cutscene to this quite a bit. Alright. Let's put that... What's they say again? Like, let's go? Or going on? We're probably gonna get a copyright flag for this song. At least for Japan. Okay. Hey, Fire Dog, I missed him. I love like how this looks, by the way. I love like these little crappy character models in this CG cutscene. Like, it's pretty great. Okay, so I'm gonna turn myself off because I'm tired of hearing myself. And then turn the game audio on. So what's going on here is something a little weird. So, if you don't know, yeah, the Wii U has like a Nintendo DS emulator, which basically what this is doing is just using that emulator for other DS games, is what it's doing. And then so it seems like it has a pretty high compatibility actually, but this also brings in a problem that the actual Nintendo DS emulator has, where there's not really a good solution for games that use both screens. So like we'll get into the game here, and so you see it's very tiny. On my screen it's very tiny too. So what they do for a lot of other games, I messed up. What they do for a lot of other games is they give you a bunch of different options here. So you can say, okay, well I just want the top screen for games that are focused on top screen. The bottom screen is on my Wii U gamepad here. And then there are options like this one. So you can play it like, you know, if it was just a purely touchscreen game, like if you're playing Yoshi Touch and Go, you'd play it like this. And you get like the maximum screen space. Then there's this one, and from a stream perspective, like, oops, I didn't want to do that. From the stream perspective, this seems like the best option because it's completely filling the screen, and it just fits. Like it just makes a lot of sense, like what this is right here. The problem is, yeah, this is the English translated version. So apparently it was translated as an April Fool's joke. But anyways, so you think this is a great idea, but on the gamepad, it looks like this. And all the directional inputs are adjusted to match this. So if you want to move up, you got to press up this way. So you'd have to be holding the gamepad like this while you're playing, you know, if you want to keep the orientation correct. So there's a lot of different modes in here. Some of them that prioritize, you know, the top screen versus the bottom screen. It still puts the other screen up there, but it's smaller. But there's just, this is the best mode, and it's just so tiny. And so originally on the screen here, I made some modifications here in the config file, where there was like a background file here that looks like this Nintendo DS. It basically was this, but on the other screen. And I was able to get rid of that. So my next step, and I haven't done this yet, is there's actually values for how this screen is being drawn in the config. So it's like, it says what are the positions of the screen, the two screens, the top screen and the bottom screen. It specifies those two. And then it also says what is the space it occupies on the screen. So like this, like on the stream side, it doesn't really matter because I can just like do whatever I want, you know. But it's just not particularly convenient. And also for me, it means I'm playing on the world's smallest screens on the TV. So like something like this, I don't know if this gap in the center here is realistic to what it would be. So yeah, so games that use both screens seem kind of like a bad choice for this thing. But I haven't done any of that modifying stuff. It's Fire Wolf. Yeah, I have no idea. Anyways, I was saying earlier, like, apparently this game was fan translated as an April Fool's joke. I don't know how long this game takes to get started. Maybe we'll poke at some enemies first. I wasn't planning on starting this game, but since we're here, we might as well. I don't know if we want to watch this cutscene or not. We have a lot of games. Let's not watch that cutscene. So, you know, and we'll see it later because I'm sure there's games that I'll show that prioritize one screen over the other, or like show the top screen pretty large. These games blown up don't particularly look great. And they're also running on an emulator, so you know it's prone to issues. I have not run into many issues yet, unless I actually like start messing with stuff, which I'll show you later what I mean by that. Because I do have something on here that I messed with a little bit. I'm not reading any of this dialogue right now. But yeah, I mean, like, this looks fine. And for not having a way to capture DS games, this is a pretty good alternative. Hey, lady. There's like a flower spinning in the corner there. And I think it's Dragon Quest Swords. You meet a lady in the church, and she's got like a French accent. And I like her. She's like, "Oui, oui, blade, oui, oui, my hero." And it's really silly. They actually like let you choose. So you have a name in Dragon Quest Swords, but you put that name in, and so how they get around like not a character not be able to say your name but address you still. Well, specifically her. It's actually only her. She will ask you what she can call you instead. So it can be Blade. I think like I don't remember any other ones. Obviously, I think Blade's the first one. But if you keep saying no, she will give you different names, and there's like different voice acting depending on the name you choose. It's interesting. It's a save point. That makes sense. I love how goofy these character models look in this game. I really like low poly models in general, to be honest. You are correct. It is a save point. Alright. Let's see if we can leave and fight stuff. Oh. But yeah, I originally got a, to play this fan translation, I got like a R4 cart to do it. And I also played Love Plus in English, but I never got around to this. So I figured this would be a title worth looking at. Well, let me correct myself. Maybe not a title worth looking at, but the title that I'm going to look at because I'm a dummy. Oh no. Dying, dude. I like the little like bubble on the bottom screen to like represent who is talking. Oh. I was actually looking at Nintendo 3DS's last night too, because I was looking into capturing 3DS games is a bit difficult, as with capturing DS games. And there's like a way to like wirelessly stream games to a PC, but it's just not perfect or anything. I love RPGs. I want to smack somebody. I do really like RPGs actually, but in terms of just trying to check some DS games out. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe let's check the settings. Let's see. Also, my controller's dying. Let's see if we can switch that, because honestly, I think that's the biggest problem with this game, like not being able to, like in terms of like not being able to find a good screen layout for it, is if I could put the text on the bottom screen, then it'd be a lot easier, because like the map doesn't really matter that much. I think the games with the map is probably a prime example of being able to just like just shove it in the corner. But I guess like and that's one thing, the benefit like the 3DS streaming has. I forget how much I got through before I got sidetracked, but like 3DS streaming, if you use like the wireless streaming from the 3DS, like it drops frames a lot, and the bottom screen in particular seems to take a really big hit on the frame rate. And so thankfully most 3DA batteries, 3DS games don't, he stopped breathing, rest in peace, man. This is as sad as Final Fantasy VII when what's-his-face died. Oops. Also, the Wii U Virtual Console menu is on the ZR trigger, which is not great for putting the controller. I like how she's getting attacked by a little penguin man. Alright, let's go fight some things. So yeah, so I forget what I was even talking about now. Thank you, streaming. I'm very good at that. Something about 3DS streaming. But yeah, basically, ooh, I am noticing some like frame rate stuff here. Okay, so it's like, the only Tales game I played is Symphonia. So let's see what's going on here. Not. Oh, I have to double tap. Okay, so I can jump between, I can jump between rows. That looks really silly. I like that a lot. Okay. Can I dash? Okay. Yeah, the only one I've played is Symphonia. Oh, I can dash back too. Wait, can I? It looked like I dashed back, but maybe not. Alright. I probably should just beat this guy and not let him just murder me. Yeah, Symphonia is a weird game too in terms of how it controls, especially since it's like a multiplayer aspect to it. And the multiplayer, like other people get like stuck. Oh, okay, I gotta get to Rubia, I guess. Like other people get like stuck on different rows than you. Or maybe not really stuck on different rows. I feel like there's like a weird camera angle to Symphonia's multiplayer, where if you're pressing like left and right, you sometimes can be like going back and forth on screen rather. So I don't know if you can switch characters in Tales games, or if it's you're just playing as the main dude the whole time, or main lady the whole time, depending on the game. Also, I don't know if there's any. Oh, is that what? Oh, I thought there was like a frame rate thing. It looks like you can like charge your attack, maybe? I need to get out of this. And that's a block, and I can go back that way. So yeah, if I hold the attack button, I like charge. I'm letting myself die though when this is happening. Rubia, heal me. Do I have any items? I have apple gel. Alright. How do I use my apple gel? Oh, actually, it's not that much health. Jeez. I do like that you can dodge to the side when you're walking. Yeah, you probably could. It's been a long time since I played Symphonia. I think it was maybe like 2003 or something like that. Dad! Is Dad gonna die? Dad became a bear. That just made me think of the scene in Spy Fiction where your dad's sitting there with like the machine gun in his hand, is like, for the American government. Oh, you just get to watch your dad fight, apparently. Thanks, Dad. Sometimes I'll go back and listen to like my old podcasts just to like see if I've improved at all. I mean, my podcasts are pretty straightforward as is. I recently listened to one where I talked about dads the whole time, and that was interesting. There's a lot of dads in games now, I feel like. There's not a lot of moms that are like active characters. They're usually like either dead or something. Or like lead role characters even more than that. Like, because I think there are a lot of moms in games per se, but maybe not like as you don't really have like a mom in a party or something like that. Although a dad will show up in a party sometimes. I could be wrong about that. If you know games with active moms, I'd be curious. Let me know. Well, I don't know how much more of this we want to play. Oops, I didn't want to do that. This that's probably good. I don't think we need to go do too much more. So let's do this. This may go bad. Sometimes getting out of this menu is not great. Hey, soft modding your system, sometimes it doesn't always work out perfect. Like that screen that just has like a popping noise all the time for me for some reason. But hey, that's why I got a second Wii U, because I was concerned there would be issues. Okay. So let's see. Okay, cool. It took me right back into this screen. Let's not play another RPG, that's for sure. At least not right now. Play some Ridge Racer. I haven't tried any of these. So I've never played Ridge Racer. Tui, is that on there? Let me we should do that. If it's on there, then yeah, I can do it next. I don't remember how Tui Shit, man, that's gonna be a rough one. In terms of like, I don't know. Is 2.8, does 2.8 have button inputs? It does, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what format would be best for that. We'll play 2.8. We'll do it right after Ridge Racer. I've never played a Ridge Racer before. So this is what I was talking about, where there's like a DS in the background of the screen. It's made by NST, which actually was one of my favorite developers for a long time. You know, they don't really do much these days. You're asking Zero a while ago about like developers I'm sad that are gone. NST isn't gone, but they're just kind of a shell of their former selves. I like the noise of this keyboard. Alright. Quick race. Alright. Well, how about... I'll show you guys the bottom screen for this one. Alright. So the problem with this is I gotta like fit every single game differently depending on what kind of screen setup I have. So, okay, so it's like in the corner down there. Oh, this isn't doing what I want it to do. Transform, fit to screen. I want it to keep its aspect ratio. Do something like this. I mean, like if we ever play a full DS game this way, it'll be a lot easier because I can find out what works best. But for just shoving this in here real quick and trying to figure it out, maybe not quite the easiest thing to do. Okay, let's try that. That looks fine, probably. So I think this game has, yeah, you use the touchscreen to turn the wheel, right? Maybe, or maybe you can't use the touchscreen to turn the wheel on this. Okay. Anyways, I was just trying to figure that out before I did anything. We're gonna come in last place, so that's okay. Oops, hit the wall. I don't know if this is just like a straight port of Ridge Racer or not. This looks like it. The only reason I know what this Ridge Racer track looks like is because of the people doing PlayStation Classic comparisons to actual hardware. And even then, like, I don't know for sure if this is what this is, but it kind of looks like that. I was not much of a racing game fan outside of kart racers when I was a kid, so... I did play like a couple of Micro Machines, Hot Wheels games. I did play Micro Machine games too, but those are very different things than a game like this. I do feel like every time you bump somebody, you like come to a complete stop though. I think they, NST also did the, sliding. Also did the Ridge Racer port to Nintendo 64, if I recall correctly. But yeah, that's like the problem with Daytona with me, is I like Daytona USA's music and play it mainly for that. But I don't really have any feelings for the actual gameplay of Daytona. Ooh. Also, I don't know how drifting works. Oh boy. I don't, I didn't mean to do that. I wonder if I have other camera angles I can do here. Can I... There we go. Okay. This bottom screen is very nice and useless. Okay, so I think you tap the brakes. It's been a while. I figured out how to do drifting in Daytona, but I think in most arcade racing games I'm very bad at it, especially using a D-pad. Yeah, it's like when you hit somebody, you just like get stuck. Oh boy. I got this game for about $1 or so. There's actually a GameStop near me that was clearing out DS games and surprisingly had the cases to most of them. So I went ahead and just picked up a bunch of DS games. We'll play some WinDX Wyndham tonight. That was also a DS game I picked up. We did it. we raced.
Not bad, but you can do better.
Fourth for doing absolutely nothing at the beginning is pretty alright. There's something about how the screen lays out like this that it looks real dumb with her like crotch way down there in the corner. Alright. Sometimes this freezes too, so. There we go. Again, not particularly the best when it comes to stability, but honestly, like so far, I don't know if you have any opinion, Zero, but this so far looks fine to me. Like everything's ran okay. I thought what's it called, Tales of the Tempest had some frame rate stuff, but I think that was just me holding down the A button and it getting like I was charging, and when you charge, it looked like they just canceled all the animation on the character is what it was. Oh, do I not have the... I'm sorry, Zero. I don't think I downloaded a Tui ROM. I may have not downloaded it because I felt like if I were to play Tui again, I should play the Switch version. That's maybe why I didn't download it. Possibly. Let's see. Do we have anything that could be close? You know what? We can... It's not The World Ends With You. But sorry, I know this like the spinning on screen looks sporadic compared to what I'm doing down here. Wait, where is it? There it is. Try some Sigma harmonics. I used to have Trauma Center, but I think I also gave that away to a friend. For some reason, I gave away a lot of my DS games, but they're at least for like gifts, not then as like, or not gifts, but like somebody I knew who wanted to play it. I don't know. I don't know why I did that. I was young and had little money. So what do you do for a friend? When you're young and have little money, you don't buy them another copy of a game you already have. You give them the copy you have, I guess. I guess is the reasoning. I honestly, like throughout my life, I have kept most of my games, which is nice. Like, I know a lot of people who got rid of their entire collections for some systems to like trade up to something. Okay, so this is going to be a side game. So this is going to be this way. So in terms of what that means for the background, we might be good. I do have Phoenix Wright. Okay. We're gonna play some Sigma harmonics, but yeah, let's see. I think I have Phoenix Wright in there somewhere. 2008. That seems really late. Like, I feel like the DS lasted way longer than it should have. I guess that whole console generation lasted way longer than it should have. 2008 wasn't that, like, far along in that lifespan. I think 2012 is when the 3DS came out, right? DS went a long time. I think there is an English guide for this game online. I remember downloading one at some point. Yume? Yume? This voice sounds super familiar. Surprised this is all voice acted so far. I'm not sure if that... Yeah, I guess that's the whole line. I think the problem is that I assume anyone who plays like a prince-like character, there's like a bunch of people who do that same voice, but... Okay, so this is a voice acted. Alright, so it looks like, okay, we can move around the D-pad, or we can use the touchscreen for analog control. Only problem being, so I go off the screen, it's gone. Alright, let's just use the D-pad. I'm honestly surprised the D-pad works as is on this, considering this was a book mode game, so... When there's voice acting, I feel like it's a lot hard for me to just like skip dialogue for some reason. Although I will do that thing where I like try to like end the voice acting where it sounds like the sentence is ended. Oh, it's a maid. No, don't go. Don't go. It's interesting how they just like paste arrows on the screen to try to like let you be aware of where you can go. I think it's like Final Fantasy VII. Hello. Final Fantasy VII, they like actually have arrows on the screen if you press the select button, so you know where you're going. Because the backgrounds weren't clear enough. I'm always impressed by DS games that have voice acting. Maybe it's just the cartridge space. I just don't expect it. I don't know if I have Final Fantasy IV in here. I probably didn't because I felt like I should buy the PC version if I'm ever going to play it again. But I love the voice acting in that game. When a developer puts text boxes like this, especially like Square Enix, who's like a big, you know, worldwide company, like I have to wonder how much they're just like, this game's not going to sell in America, and then make that decision ahead of time. Little cat hat girl. Beanie. I guess that's like a beanie more than anything. Alright, let's see if we can attack something here. I am really enjoying this. I think voice acting is a big part of enjoying Japanese games, because you can kind of like interpret the tone of what's happening and stuff. Although this staticky kind of thing is weird. I'm not a big fan of cat ears, but I do like her outfit. I say that, but I like Nia in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a lot. She's a cat girl. Can I skip this cutscene? That's definitely not it. Alright, rapid tap mode. I love your voice. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, okay. Problem with like RPGs and stuff like this, like I have no idea what I'm gonna... Okay, here we go. Things are on screen right now. I need to read... Okay, we have job change, battle music, and card skill. Yeah, I assume that's what the static is. I feel like there's like a rhythm aspect to this game or something. There's some music aspect to it. Like you see the battle music thing, and I think these like bars that are on the screen up here-ish, up there, like go up and down depending on the music. I'm getting that tutorial of what to do now, but I can't read any of it, so I'll read a guide eventually. Maybe we'll enjoy this game more thoroughly later. Something about switching the card around. I have a map. I'm guessing it's like a Panzer Dragoon thing where you can switch directions. Alright, it's time. The copy I have of this game has, Oh, that's flashing red. Oh. So is it like, depending on where the music is in the beat, maybe that's the energy of the card? Maybe? It's like a heal, it looks like. I don't know if it has to be pink for me to use it, though. It looks like it. My best guess is that the blue bar does matter. Oh, wait. Do I need to turn? Let's see. I'm attacking the air, so apparently I gotta turn somehow. Question is how. Go back up. This can be a problem if I can't figure out how to turn. So let's think about this. So we have the touchscreen. The touchscreen doesn't seem to do anything for like turning myself. D-pad doesn't seem to do anything in terms of rotating. X button, Y button, B button, A button. Triggers, L and R. Card skill doesn't really work. I guess that's one problem too, is you can't really see where I'm touching on screen unless I'm doing something like this. But I guess that's true if you did like any kind of capture. Oh, she attacked me. I don't know if I turned or what. That seems really interesting. And I like all the voice acting. Is this gonna be, is something happening here? Something of note before we exit out of this game? I remember this art. I think there's like an actual wallpaper out there of this art, but like not low DS resolution or something. Alright. I always forget that game has a kind of a weird battle system in a way that looks pretty cool. I want to spend more time with it. I don't know how long that game is though. But there's pretty much no hope of getting a fan translation just because how the text works in that game. Like it's like not only do you have the vertical text boxes that are like going right to left, but you also have those like static screens with text on them. I guess you just have to make new graphics for them. You said Phoenix Wright. I'm pretty sure I have Phoenix Wright on here. Somewhere. I don't know why I was like weirdly picky with some of these DS games. That being said, it took forever to get this stuff on here. Maybe I don't have Phoenix Wright. Maybe I made that. I think maybe a lot of games that got ported that I just was like, maybe I shouldn't put these on here because technically I could get them elsewhere. And I would rather, if I was going to do it, I'd rather pay to do that and get them money. Yeah, I'm not seeing Phoenix Wright, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Zero. You're choosing every game that I decided not to put on here, apparently. Chibi Robo! We got Chibi Robo! Also, Electroplankton, of all things. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to matter too much outside of this stream. I probably should add icons and stuff so I can figure out what the heck is what rather than just have to flip through the text. I haven't gotten the third Chibi Robo game yet. Yeah, you can add icons. I was just lazy and didn't do it. The third Chibi Robo game, I think, got a fan translation. This game obviously came out here, but it was like exclusive to Walmart. Didn't sell particularly well, I think. But yeah, you can add icons. I think you'd add manuals as well if you wanted to view the manual and thing. I'm trying to remember if this how the screen layout works in this. We'll take a look at the screen real quick. I played through this game fairly recently. Okay, I think this game is very top screen heavy, so let's go with that for now. Touch. I think a lot of people weren't a big fan of this game. Sometimes I think about like how grindy this game is, but I think the original game was pretty grindy too. So I love what's it called? What's their names? I forget the developer's name is for this game. A lot of their games have this style of voice, which is nice. My brain is saying Shift, but that's the God Eater developers. That's definitely not what their name is. They also made Snowpack Park, WiiWare game. Unfortunately, I don't have Snowpack Park anymore. But like Chibi Robo, this game takes a while to get going. The biggest problem is that you just are so limited on your battery that you really don't have time to get too far away. So you have to upgrade your battery and stuff to really figure out what you're doing. And then maybe in this game what makes it kind of especially grindy compared to the original one is that like you have to protect your garden every day, and they like appear in different parts of the garden, the enemies. And so you kind of just gotta go and like I keep forgetting the left side of the screen is not a touch screen. Do you guys see that when I do that? No, you don't know. Okay. When I touch the screen, there's like a thing on there that says like, hey, no touching the top screen. Alright. I don't think I need to give it any water. I think it's already watered up. Alright, you ready? So it's actually going to be kind of hard about doing that on this. Is that like I'm playing with a small screen too, and so I think the sensitivity of this minigame is like 2 times what it normally is. So I might actually have better luck doing this. Obviously, you guys don't get to see me spin the thing. Is that proper? Kinda. I'm just gonna try this real quick. Yeah. It's a lot easier to do that when the screen is larger. So, but no biggie. Because I don't need to do that again for now. So let's go back to this. Alright. I need to put the boombox away. No more boomboxing. Unfortunately, with a lot of this music, I don't really know if it sounds accurate or not. This sounds accurate to me, but it's not like I know this game's soundtrack like the back of my hand or something. I do know there are games that are incompatible to playing it on a Wii U. For the most part, at least everything I've tried has been solid. But the third chibi row, so this one takes place in like a park, and you're like managing a gardens, like individual portions of the park that are kind of like small gardens, and your whole goal is like build up a number of flowers, and then like the pollution comes in and kills your flowers, and you have to stop pollution from killing your flowers. And I think Chibi-Robo 3 takes it back to being in a house and dealing with like individual problems of characters, which there are like characters and stuff in this one, and they do have their problems, and you get to, you know, solve them and things like that, and you get, you know, just as much character development with that stuff. But it feels like maybe the garden portion is a bit lengthy in terms of, you know, maybe overextending the game. But I enjoyed it a lot, and I think once you get your battery power up, once you get your battery power up, it really picks up, and you can basically do everything you'd want to do. It reminds me a lot of like playing Harvest Moon, where the beginning of Harvest Moon just is kind of a rough going, but you eventually work it out, and eventually everything kind of works very well oiled, and you can just kind of push your way through. I also love how all the giant people in these games look. My leg fell asleep. Okay. Yeah, no problem. If you get here, I'm gonna probably stream a little longer than usual, Anthony, if you can hear me. So, just because I started late, so. You're there in spirit, yeah. What a dump. So we gotta make the little kids want to come to the park. Oh yeah, this little guy. I forgot about this man. He's your partner. So you have to get hearts, and you also have to like be able to charge yourself up. So it's like you basically spend some of your currency every day. Oh! This thing's also a little chatty. Oops. The chatty man. Yeah, I don't remember if he had a partner in the first game. I think he had a little TV man, right? He has like a little propeller on his head, and he'd like float there in your little house. That seems like what my brain is telling me. Also been a very long time since I've played Chibi-Robo, so. You like the mom? Get some flowers. I think I eventually capped out our flower count in the DS game. Unfortunately, I can't transfer my save files to these ROMs, or at least I don't know how to at the moment. All right. Sure, let's save. I want to run around a little bit in the garden before we move on, but yeah, if we ever do any Chibi-Robo stream, I think I'll pick up the third game, and then we can patch the ROM and check it out. But yeah, I only have like 20 energy, so... It's pretty cheap, or at least it was cheap last time I looked at it. Alright. It's time. So like your energy drops really slow like this, but depending on how you move, your energy drops at different rates. So if I start moving, my energy goes pretty fast, and if I'm holding items and try to move, my energy burns faster. And then when I start doing things like this, where I come over here and then you know, start doing the boombox thing. I'm gonna try to do this with a small screen again. It's kind of hard to do though. Yeah, again, super hard to do on like a third of a touch screen. All right, let's try one more time. All right. I'm gonna burn all my energy trying to do this. Okay. I did bad there too. Man, this is going great. And I'm gonna die. All right. There we go, finally. I just need to do it faster. All right, we're gonna die, but let's, I'm ready. Okay, there we go. Let's make our flower. Yeah, at the spin the disc, it takes a little time to get used to, and it doesn't help that like I have the choice of playing either on a really big screen or a really tiny screen. So like my muscle memory just isn't there. So, oh dear, I died. Anyway, so basically what you do is you go and you dance with flowers, and then you make them drop their buds, and then you give them water. But it takes a little while to get back out there because that guy wants to talk to you a lot. So. It's a fun game though. If you haven't played it, I recommend it. I would say it's not as good as the first Chibi Robo, but it's a good time. All right, what do we got here? Spider-Man 2. I've heard Princess Peach does not work. Let's give it a shot. Also, for some reason, this screen bugs out sometimes. Also, this apple juice I'm drinking smells a little funky. Hope I didn't get like maybe soap in there or something. It's kind of bubbly. I think apple juice kind of is bubbly though. I don't know. But yeah, there is a list online about what's compatible and what's not compatible, and you can kind of like, if it doesn't work. So I think the emulator I'm using is specifically. It's trying. Maybe this is where it doesn't work. Where it tries to load past. Yeah, maybe we just get stuck on a white screen. What was I gonna say? I think the emulator froze. But yeah, so like, I think this one's using like a new Super Mario Brothers Virtual Console shell. All right, hopefully we don't get any bad noises when we do this. Sometimes it gets upset. So you can switch to different because there's like, I think there's like 10 or so virtual console games. So you can switch to different shells and then try different games to see if they have different compatibility, because each of the shells are slightly different depending on what the game needs. It's gonna get upset at me for not turning the game off properly. I figured since I already have a dude me on my system, I made a lady me, so. On this Wii U. All right. There are like quicker ways to make this boot up process faster, but you have a greater chance of breaking your Wii U. So I just do the long way. All right. So Super Princess Peach confirmed to not be working. Let's try another princess game. Princess Debut. I really liked Princess Debut. Princess Debut is a fun game. Very, very repetitive, but it's like a cute rhythm otome visual novel for the Nintendo DS. We'll see how far we get. We'll at least try to do one dance or something. Opening's pretty long, but I think I might be able to sum it up pretty quick. All right, this is promising. I don't remember how the screen layout works in this game. I think this game got pretty expensive for a while. I can't play this yet. Oh, we can do practice mode. Yeah. Can I choose a different partner? I can't choose any other partners, so you can only play partner with Bunny. Alright. You know what, let's we'll do story mode. Oh man, this screen's so tiny. Oh no. I will just be Sabrina. Keep the canon name. Oh, what sign am I? I'm Gemini. Alright. Let's see what kind of... Alright, looks like the top screen is fairly unimportant right now. So I don't think there's one where you can just focus on the bottom screen. I think it only gives you the option to just focus on the top screen. Otherwise, you have to have the bottom screen available at all times. We might be able to do something like this. And then, let's play with this a bit. Let's just, see how this goes. This is blown up pretty large. Is it so large it's ugly? Probably. Let's try it. Also, check out this, like, very Japanese town. Where does that say? Torakurisu? I don't know. There we go. Nice and big. We'll try this out. And then I'll play this game this dumb way like this. Yeah, so in this game, you are a little girl going to school along with your friend Catherine, and you get home and you find out that oh, a princess has come through my mirror. Let's see, Lucas is pretty cute. You don't stay in the real world for very long. You go pretty quickly into Princess World here. Transform. What am I doing? I can't transform. Better change. I think the writing is pretty cute in this game too. There's a lot of like really silly dialogue with all the characters. Okay, you came out your dresser, not your mirror. And weird, this princess looks just like you. And this princess just so happens to want to be a normal girl. And then, and so you're like, I'll change spots with you. Click through there. Yeah, okay. It's probably a bad idea. I probably just went to the ballroom dance mode, which maybe we will, but I'm curious if anything shows up on the top screen or not. The European box art for this game is pretty rough. It's just like a girl with a princess crown on, where the US version kept the anime style. Oh, let me just look around the world. It's pretty silly. Like, there's like 5 or so guys you can date. I do like one of them because they're just like, he's like who you're currently on track to get married to, and or who the princess was currently on track to get married to, and and you just get married to him yourself and then never go back to the real world, and you stay being a princess your whole life. Oh, I transformed. I skipped the transformation sequence on accident. Whoops. So like you just steal this girl's life, and because she's like, this is a temporary thing, and you're like, no, this is a permanent thing now. One thing you are missing is on the top screen there's a really cute picture of the main girl right there. Ah! And like a cat that's going to sleep looking for a partner. That's what you're missing right now. Dinner party. Yeah, we can put the whole screen on. Oh no. Oh no, I lost the game. Transform. Fit to screen. There we go. And it's not really a good way to like line this up or anything. This is just kind of what it is. But since this is a touchscreen only game, you can just kind of do this. Oh, this is where we meet all the dudes, I think. Victor, he's like kind of a little playful kid. Let's dance with Victor. I don't know if I've ever danced with Victor before. I think. Is that what we were saying? Or maybe we were just saying we'd be friends. I don't remember. We're just looking around right now. This guy, I don't remember. He's just kind of flirty. I don't think I ever particularly liked him that much. This guy is a handful. Luciano, he like... He, will like stand at the lake and look out the lake and be like, I love the ocean. And it's like, dude, it's a lake. So, I don't know, he's pretty silly. This is the guy I did, Klaus. He's pretty much just your pretty typical cute man. I don't think there's anything particularly special about him, but he's charming at least. And then he has these 2 other ladies around him that bother you and get mad at you when you date him. Is it just those characters? I thought there was one more, but... Alright. Oh, we're gonna see a dance, but I don't think it's me. Am I doing anything? Or maybe this is where the game breaks. Maybe it can't load the dance. Pretty sure that was supposed to be working. That's probably the first time we ran into a real issue here. Let's try to go into the what's it called mode, the actual ballroom dance mode. Welcome, Anthony. You came right as something actually broke. So let's see if we can get into a dance, or if dances are just bugged. Okay, we're stuck with the Bunny Man. I think we only have one song. Yeah, the waltz. Okay. All right, let's give it a shot. Yep, thank you. We will trace this moves. All right. Yeah, I guess the dance doesn't load. So I guess Princess Debut is not compatible. That's a shame. Alright, well, enough of that. Rest in peace, Princess Debut. Yay, emulators. So, yeah, again, like, if I could probably do another Virtual Console shell to get that to work. But it's probably not worth the effort. Alright, Anthony, you're here, boy. Make your decision. What are we doing, boy? Let me know what game we're playing. Tell me. So far, Ridge Racer DS has worked perfectly fine. Super Princess Peach has not worked. Is that the order in which we're doing this? I think I have Autodesk on here. I have, yeah, there we go. Autodesk probably is not a great game to try to show off, but we can do it. This is a book mode game, so let me switch to book mode. I think anything that's not using a DS, like both the top and bottom screen for the DS, order doesn't matter. We're already doing dusk, so it's too late. So as long as the top and bottom screen aren't equally shared, usually you have a good option. But anytime you have a game that relies on both screens that isn't doing like book mode or something, it's a bit weirder. Okay, so we have the screen load, or the title screen. That's good. Okay, there we go. All right, let me recenter this. Oh, I thought that said select hardness. Left hard or right hard. All right. Oh boy. These menus, we'll see. Maybe we're gonna have some problems. They started flashing weird if you didn't notice. Yeah. This is not looking good so far, Anthony. We'll give it a shot though. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, this isn't awful. I know it says handedness. It looked like it's doing hardness though. Yeah. Sometimes I've seen this where like it doesn't know what to do with the screens for some reason, and like just starts flashing between them really fast. What the hell, Bradley? The look of this game is still great, though. Why? I think my biggest concern about using, like, this thing to stream is that if we get to, like, the end of a game, and then we hit something that, like, emulator-wise is just, like, a hard lock, and you can't go any further, that would be kind of a shame. Kyle Hyde is a handsome man, Anthony. Never seen a man as handsome as Kyle Hyde. Rachel's cute too. Red crown. I still don't really understand what Red Crown is. I guess it's technically like a sales service or whatever. But it's also like a detective agency kind of thing. I don't know. It's weird. Sing? Yeah. Did you ever play Closed Case or Chase Cold Cases or something like that? Whatever it's called. I'm surprised how good this looks blown up, actually. Stop yelling, Ed. I never had much affection for Ed. I can't remember. There might actually be Hotel Dusk on the Wii U eShop. I could be wrong about that, but I'll have to check. Man, that car is 3D. He's trying. I wonder if that's the only 3D model in this game. Chase was the 3DS game. That felt like a prototype Hotel Dusk that didn't actually get made. Like it felt like they were pitching the game to somebody, and someone said, "Oh yeah, we could sell this pitch," and then they wrapped it up real quick. This looks really good though. Yeah, man. It's a little sad that it's not quite running right though. Yeah, that's right, you're a salesman. That's what it was. But Ed, there's a business on the side. I wonder if anyone from Sing has done a mobile game. I'm gonna guess you could probably find someone from that studio doing some stuff. I need to check with oh, I wonder if this door is 3D. I need to check with Grim to see if he has Glass Rose, I think, for me that he bought, and I still haven't gotten it. I'll need to ask if he can send it. I need to play, is it Again? Was the other DS game they had? The one that I think Tecmo put out? It seems like it might be stable here. Is Ed's package here yet? Question mark. Oh no, it's still having some problems. Also, the left side of the screen is not updating properly. Okay, there it goes. Oh yeah, I forgot the D-pad controls in this are weird. They're not what you think they'd be. Yeah. There's also like a weird smudging effect. I don't know if you can notice that. Yeah, see, it's like not updating on the left side of the screen. I don't know why that happens. Oops, go on. Not gonna be there. Okay. Well, the opening cutscene looks pretty good. Hide looks pretty good. But yeah, that doesn't look like a way you'd want to play that game. Just because of the graphical glitches, unfortunately. Order of Ecclesia. I think this game kind of starts kind of slow. I recently played through the opening of it. Again, I still think it's like a huge missed opportunity for Konami to put out Order of Ecclesia, Portrait of Ruin, and Dawn of Sorrow on the Wii U. Because all the GBA games are on there as well. And it would have just been like the ultimate Metroidvania system outside of not having Symphony of the Night. Ooh. All right. Okay, it loads. That's a good thing. I think the top screen in this game doesn't matter, or is it the bottom screen? I feel like it's the top screen. Let's go with this for now. Actually, no, I think, whoops, no. I think it's gonna be this one. Maybe not. Yeah, there we go. I've noticed that videos don't exactly run super well on these either. I mean, yeah, it could. I mean, I don't think Nintendo's going to do DS Switch stuff because the reason why this works with Wii U is because the gamepad's a touchscreen. And, you know, if you did it on Switch, you'd have to... play the game undocked to use any touchscreen stuff. So maybe if they like, I mean, like, Dawn of Sorrow is the only one with any real extensive touchscreen. Okay, that's a lie. Portrait of Ruin has a mode that's very touchscreen heavy, actually incredibly touchscreen heavy. Because I'm pretty sure the mode in Portrait of Ruin is literally you control like entire character using the touchscreen. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we'll ever get... Nintendo backed themselves in a hole with some of this stuff in terms of, like, you know, making their games kind of difficult to port forward. Thankfully, it seems like they've done a pretty good job of like keeping the motion controls and stuff in play. Oh yeah, they definitely patched controls for 2. I mean, as far as I understand, The World Ends With You on Switch is a very different thing from the DS game. I was never a fan of Albus. This looks pretty good though. The only problem is I can't like full screen the bottom screen. But you know, I could, if I wanted to capture it or something, I could always do that fairly easily. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can skip past this dialogue. Alright. At least that sound is a lot better. When I was playing this on emulator for some capturing stuff, that sound was all messed up. You know, this game's just not super, like, memorable to me. I don't know why. Oh, the actual Switch port was not good. I almost said graphics-wise, control-wise. I mean, I'm not surprised. I mean, you really have to change how that game plays. Like, it was so built for the DS that there's not a lot you can do. Alright. Yeah, I just don't have a ton of memories of this game. I think maybe the most memorable thing is that they try to do like I saw something flash back there. That was interesting. The like out of castle exploration, but I feel like Shaman King did that better. Monastery. This looks good though. This seems to be running completely fine so far. And like I can't think of anything in the game that was like it's such a drastic change. Like with Princess DBU, you know, you could play the visual novel sections and those were pretty much fine. But in the case of this game, and then like the dancing sections what were broken. But that's like a pretty big shift in how the game is working. Like between the visual novel stuff, the dancing stuff. I think this game is pretty much just this. So I think that theoretically this should run fine. Yeah, I think everyone I know who played OE really liked OE. I don't know anyone who has a negative opinion on it. You know, and I think this game really does feel like a game that was kind of like a let's try everything we can because like maybe like a Fire Emblem Awakening kind of thing where it was like, you know, we're not going to make any more Fire Emblems if this one doesn't take off. We're going to go try to do something else. And then they made Fire Emblem Awakening to be everything they wanted it to be. And we're like, okay, well, this is very successful. I guess we have to make more of these now. Ow. I'm bad with dodging. I need to use the back roll more. But this is running better than the when I was running it on emulator too, so. Let's see if we can get to the boss real quick. Oh, dang it. I think every Castlevania game, or Metroidvania Castlevania, just feels so limiting until you get the double jump. Whoops. I forget what this is. Magnetic fields. Oops. Oh, I already got it off. Okay. This mechanic's pretty cool. I guess I like this about the game a lot. I heard like a weird sound when I did that. I was trying to see if something bugged out, but I think it's fine. Okay. Oh, whoops. I think is this just a bonus then? What time is it? 8? Oop. More agile movement in Castlevania? Trying to think if there's a Castlevania. Well, you know what? Bloodstained Curse of the Moon has very agile movement. Whoops. I could definitely see if Inti Creates made a Castlevania game on their own that it probably would have faster movement. But I would assume with Igarashi and like his goals with that game, which is basically what if we made Castlevania again, like almost 100%. That his preference probably is to keep the pace the same. Ah, I want to shoot through the door. That's what I want to do. But it's kind of hard to do that because you don't have analog control over this, so. Alright, well. I did something there. I like slid across the floor as I went through the door. But yeah, this plays really well. I'm actually very I mean, I guess I shouldn't be very impressed, maybe just because I had just had 2 games in a row that didn't work quite how I intended. Or 3 games in a row, rather. So then I think this is the Cutler. There's some interesting stuff in what you can do with like the combos in this game. It feels like maybe the weapons feel more integrated with each other. But maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure at this point, you know, the game's been like 2 years over its development thing. Probably is ready for it to be done. They're trying to make it as best as it can be, so. Alright. Well, I think that's enough of that. Oh, excusez-moi. So yeah, I'm gonna guess, I mean, I could be wrong, but I did not beat the Balthier portion of this game. I burn out pretty quick on it. Let's try something a little more jump into real quick. I know we're gonna play Lost in Blue, but I think this might be a good thing to kind of check in on real quick, because it pretty much starts immediately. So I think this is a book mode game. I could be wrong. At the very least, I can do the 2 screens on top of each other, fairly large, and then you just use the gamepad on the side. Yeah, at some point I stopped doing a lot of the bonus stuff in Castlevania games. Dawn of Sorrow has a really good one, but I didn't finish it. And then Order of Ecclesia also has a really good one. Yes, it's a book mode. Okay. That's right, this game has a really frustrating flick mechanic. Who should I be? Me, myself, you. Moi? Moi? Moi. Alright. Wait, is this I think the screens might be flipped. Oh, you know what? I think the touchscreen is on the right. I think that's what it's supposed to be. They really want you to like get used to the tap motion in this game. Nice. No, I haven't had any issues with it, other than just the like weird popping noise on that menu. I never got the Wii Rhythm Heaven game, or the Game Boy Advance one either, for that matter, or the 3DS one for that matter. I like that the hand moves around when you spin this around. Nice. Good job. Okay. I think this is the only one. There's the Game Boy Advance one, this one, and then there's the 3DS one and a Wii one, I believe. I'm gonna skip this one. Or skip the practice. Unfortunately, I think like the best stuff in this game is at the end of each like set of songs. We'll see how long it takes to get there, but I'm not sure how many each one has. It's been a while since I played this one. But I do like this game a lot. I think the biggest problem is that the flick mechanic on the right side of the screen there, you can see where I'm like pushing down and flicking out. Sometimes it's not very cooperative, depending on the game. Bim, 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 bim. Bim, 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 bim. Whoops. And they're also kind of, I wouldn't say strict, but you have to do well enough to get past the songs, which is not uncommon. But for the purposes of the stream, also this music is fucking good. Dun, 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 dun. That's the hard thing with like Rhythm Thief, is that like a lot of the noises that you make in Rhythm Thief, not quite there yet, so we might have to do that one again. Yeah, so that might be the problem with trying to stream this right now, is that if I mess up, we get to do it again. But we'll try one more time. But like Rhythm Thief, like you can listen to the soundtrack to Rhythm Thief, but if you don't have the actions happening, it feels like it's missing something. I don't know how this, if there's like a OST release for this at all, or I don't know if there's an OST release for Rhythm Thief at all. If I do get a 3DS and start, dang it. If I do get a 3DS and start streaming it, Rhythm Thief is one of those games I definitely want to play at some point. I'm doing worse than the first time. I like the little mouth over there, though. Or, I don't know if it's a mouth or what. It's got eyes above it. But there's like another face inside of it, too. I wonder how much space the Nintendo DS had in it. I say that because you had the ability to download demos, and you could download this, but it was through the Wii that you had to do it. Unless they're just like storing it all in RAM, but I can't imagine that would be what's it called? I don't know. I don't know if I've ever seen sound shapes. We did okay. All right. Sometimes being okay is okay. And this is the one I think everybody knows. But basically, like, after you do all these, like the at the end they basically take all 5 minigames you've played and make them into one big song, and it's pretty cool. I wish I was better at rhythm games though.
Together now.
I messed up. I like how they look at you disappointingly when you mess up too.
Together now.
I went too long. And then I also closed my mouth too quick. I'm really bad at this game, but I do really like it.
together now.
All right. That's enough of this. It's a fun game, though. I like it a lot. All right, Anthony, we'll play your Lost in Blue. Man, I remember how this game made me so angry when I was a kid. I mean, it's probably fine. I just had no idea what I was doing. Love Plus, last window. There it is. I can't remember how this game looks. We might have to do both screens. And do that weird dumb mode. But I'll mess with the config files and see if I can figure out how to get the like Tales of the Tempest to display better. Ooh, I sat on my butt bad there. Oh. Oh boy. Apparently pushed my butt in a real bad way sitting that way. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Let me tell you about my butt problems. All right. Konami. Press start. Backlight on or off? Interesting. I guess off? I don't know. Guess we don't need it. This looks pretty clean. I think anytime stuff's like it's in the smaller window here, it looks really, really clean, but it's like some Metroid music or something. Am I going to die soon? Shadow Destiny is a good game. But yeah, I'll probably remove this DS background on all of them, or I guess on whatever game I end up streaming. Oops, keep doing that. Okay, so you do need to see the top screen to some extent. Okay, I think we could probably get away with doing this. Then don't die on me, man. I know. This game, man. Yeah, there's like a bunch of them on DS. They sold really well for some reason. Zero, don't encourage Anthony to make me play more. I played this game as a kid and really was not a fan of it, but who knows? Maybe it's good. We're gonna dig in the sand, see if we can find anything. We can't. Alright. Let's run. I think climbing wears you out. I'm getting thirsty. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired. Can also sit on the ground to rest. Okay. Get my energy back, but I'm also dehydrated. Touch the screen to check the ground. Well. I think we might die immediately, which is great.
Hmm?
Okay. I think with the coconut we can get some water. Consume. Alright. We are no longer dying. Okay, more coconuts, please. More coconuts. Yeah, so you basically are on this island just trying to survive, and you find another girl who lost her glasses and cannot see anything. And so you have to take care of her. Guide my way through this, yeah. I mean, this seems to be running fine, Anthony, so we could, can't eat that raw. We could, go ahead and play it. He's getting tired. Yeah, it's a bunch of, there's a Wii one as well. Thank you. Are these just all shells? Looks like it. I don't know what purpose these shells have. Okay, we got sticks. Got mushrooms. Yeah, it's sold for a reason. It is very good, and like I was a kid when I was playing this, so maybe I'd enjoy it now. But Anthony's been giving me a hard time about it for the last 14 years. So it's become more of a joke than an actual game I consider playing. I like how his backpack stays perfectly still while he's running. It's old enough to get 3 sequels. There's a cave. There we go. Yeah. Start a fire. Need a fire making tool. So probably rocks? I don't see anything that looks like a rock or anything. Seashells. The gaff sound, yeah. Cannot cross it. I don't know why my body is 25%. Got more sticks. We have, okay, this is like a tree bark. Oh, okay, let me eat some of these coconuts. Try to make fire making tool. Need twig and bark. Okay, let's go sleep. Or go try to make him fire, then we'll go sleep. Alright. Nice! I actually don't know if this takes in... Oh, there we go. Oh, I thought it was just laying on the fire. I like the look of this game, though, aesthetically. Push A button to go to sleep. I'm now 73%. I didn't try cooking my kelp when I could, and I'm very hungry. See if I can make some food real quick. This is not up-res, this is normal. If you want, I can try to up-res it. I know you're thirsty, but I want a cookie. Well, I wanted to try to cook, but I don't know if I can. Let's hope I don't die. You know, all these shrooms. Yeah, let's come back to this at the end, and I'll up-res it, and we'll take a look at it and see if it works. I just have to, oh, you know what? It might be hard to go back to it to up-res it. I might not do that tonight, because, I'd have to use my laptop. Oop, I didn't want to do that. And my laptop's packed up, so I'm taking that with me tomorrow. Oops, I didn't want to do Hackshi. Double schooling! I do not miss going to school. Do not envy you two. Now I get to waste all my time on garbage. Ugh. Oh, yeah. doesn't seem like it's coming back up. I think it froze. Let's try that again. I think it froze is what that noise is. Yeah, it's definitely not the most stable thing, but as far as I can tell, there was that was no game. I just tried to launch the homebrew software again, or I tried to I launched my hacked. So in order to make this work, I have to launch this thing first, which then launches me into like a modified version of the menu, so I can launch the homebrew channel. So I think when you're not on that screen, you're in like the more standard state Wii U home channel. When you're in this state, it's different, even though it looks the same. It's my understanding is how it works. All right. I did not think about what else we were gonna play yet, though. Was there anything else you want to play, Zero? You haven't said anything since Chibi Robo. I don't know if I'll go a little slower if anything catches your eye here. But yeah. Otherwise, I think I might play some Love and Berry. See if that works. Do you want to play Imagine Figure Skater? Also, have Super Robot Tyson OG. What's it called? Oh man, Gloria Heracles. Let's play some. Or wait, did you want to play Super Robot Tyson? I would much rather play Super Robot Tyson versus Gloria Heracles, but I will go for it. I've played through this game and it's a doozy. As in it's completely unremarkable. There's some weird stuff with some of the cutscenes and things, but if you did not mean Glory of Heracles, let me know and we'll switch over to whatever you wanted to play next. So Payon. I forget how this game goes screen-wise as well. Oh, we skipped the opening movie. We don't want to do that. It's an RPG. It might be the one thing we actually do here. This game has a okay style. Like I like the aesthetics of this game quite a bit. And there's some interesting like spell casting minigame stuff. That's nice. Also, I like the fake Heracles in here. The ice skating one? Okay, yeah. Yeah, let's do that. I called you out on what? Oh, on Imagine? I didn't really call you out on it. I just was mentioning it as being there. Again, I like the look of this game. Yeah, it's I don't know. This game has a look to it, but it's also just kind of like a like this is what the rest of the game looks like. Just like that top-down kind of like the character models are 3D and it's cel shaded. I don't know. If I could show you the battle system quickly, I'd be into it, but I'm gonna guess that cannot happen. Yeah, I give this game a hard time, but there are things about it. All right, let's get out of here. All right, you said figure skating? I think I have ice champions and figure skating. I'm sure you probably don't care though. I have a copy of each though, so original DS is ugly. I don't know why they put the original DS in there. We got makeup artist. Ice Champions. We'll do Ice Champions. Ice Champions, I think, was the sequel to figure skating. I wonder if this will be the same issue that like Princess Debut had, where the visual novel stuff runs fine, but the ice skating stuff might break. Bing, 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 ba-da-da-da. These kind of games are cool though. Just like these like rhythm games with some light visual novel elements. Spectrobes. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, I forgot Ubisoft published this in America. Sometimes opening this menu is slow. I'm going to guess this is mostly going to be a touchscreen game. So we'll start with that. Let's see how it goes. All right. What do we got here? Okay, we could do Yuna Shiro, Leah White, Lin Ishii, Emma Ito. I'm surprised they kept these Japanese names. I wonder if somebody like localized this first and then Ubisoft bought it up and they're like, okay, change the title screen to Imagine Champions. I like blue hair, so we'll go with Yuna. Choose her? The cute little thing. Oh, I can make this bigger actually. All right. Midori Saito. All right. We're gonna pass on this text. Momoka? Yuna. Can she live up to it? I don't know if I have a favorite DS. I think they're all alright. So I had a DS Fat the entire lifespan of the Nintendo DS. I literally didn't switch systems until the 3DS came out. So I ran that thing into the ground. I did not read anything that was said there.
Here I go.
Is that good? Yeah.
Great.
Excellent.
Here I go.
Fast.
Great. Pretty good.
Oh, both of them.
I'm dizzy.
Oh no, I didn't do it fast enough. It's hard to tell what they mean when they say do it slow. I wonder if I get to choose outfits.
Too bad.
Oh no, I failed. I like my little face in the corner though. Show. This sure looks like one of these games in all the greatest ways. Oh, that's a cute outfit. I like both their outfits there. I wonder if the different girls have any different stories or anything, or is it just literally select your character sprite? White DS. Did you have issues with your DS Lite's D-pad discoloring, Anthony? I feel like that was like a problem with a lot of white DSs. So there's like something weird going on the right side of the screen here. I don't think this is supposed to be happening. I think that's an issue, but I also don't know what it's supposed to represent either. But that clearly doesn't look right in what's going on here. Time to fight the world. Alright, let's go to the corrupted graphics land. Is it Mako drinking tea? Oh, goodbye. Mako is my idol. I wonder if I can get her autograph. I feel like the writing doesn't feel as sharp as like Princess Debut did at times, but you know, we're also at the very beginning of it, so. Okay, so yeah, that background is like a part of this area, it looks like. There's a lot of characters here though. Surprised. Hey puppy. That's a cute little dog. I should stop reading this. Shoulder buttons, yeah. Oh, let's see what accessories we can buy. I'm sorry, Zero, I know you asked for this, but I've taken this over as like the time I want to spend on this game. Can I go back to the accessory shop? Apparently not. Alright, let's... Although I feel like we saw the one dance, one spin. Let me see. I think these are the last people we got to talk to. See if we get to do any more ice skating after that. But I mean, a lot of these games are visual novel stuff, so it's a lot of just looking at chatting. My GameCube keyboard has gotten discolored. The keys, they're all yellowed, unfortunately. Fly across that map. Alright, I've talked to everybody. Go ahead to skate rink. Alright. Alright, let's try one more thing here. Oh, okay. Toe loop, salchow, loop, flip, lutz, axle. I hope it... I'm gonna guess it's gonna display these on screen. Time remaining. Okay, so there's the white circle is the time remaining. Okay.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, I messed up.
Oh no!
Failure. I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's weird. You have to time it in addition to drawing it, so you can't just complete it as fast as possible.
Oh no!
I got time up on all of them though. Let's see if she lets me do it again.
Too bad.
That audio clip is like surprisingly clear for DS. No. Let's try it one more time, and then once we're done with that, we'll switch over to something else. Oh, you're expecting something different? This is about what I expected.
Oh no.
It seems like I said time up, but I'm pretty sure I did it on time. Let me just do this one as fast as possible.
Oh no.
Oh, do I need to do it multiple times? Is what it was? I don't remember. Shoot.
Oh no.
I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, where else are we gonna play? I wonder how quick Super Robot Tyson starts up. Let's see. Let's see if it starts up in the first place still. I think this jumps into a battle pretty quick. I saw the Super Robot Wars game that came out on Switch recently. The box art or the cartridge on the Switch is like just all copyright information for all the different companies, and then the game's logo is like in the bottom corner, like it's like the quarter of a postage stamp size on there. It's pretty ridiculous. This is a 2-screen game, unfortunately, so. I think the map navigation's on the bottom screen, and then the gameplay is on the top screen. Monolith Soft. Yeah. That's probably good there. That text. Or maybe it's all top screen. The overworld map in this game, or like running around the overworld and stuff, looks really silly. It looks basically like a Super Nintendo game. Hawken Browning is a really good main character. He's just like a super playboy man. Okay, I forget she like sheds her clothes when she powers up. Or sheds like the latex on her body or something. And becomes very playful. Alright. Nope. No explanation of battles. Not that I remember how to play, probably. Alright. Let's see if I remember how this goes. So basically you choose an opponent, and then once you choose them, you're locked in with them. And then you use the different face buttons, I think, to start an attack. And then you try to combo those together. So I just did the same attack twice, actually, there. And you want to keep them stuck in the air. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oops. Forget what the inputs are. It's not just A, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, so it's like a direction in the A button is what it is. And so basically you want to like sit there and juggle enemies in the air so they don't fall on the ground. So they touch on the ground, they have a chance to get into a defense mode. And then they like will defend your attacks. I don't know, I doubt it has a dub. I feel like some of those games that typically didn't get localized in the past, Bandai has been pretty good about getting them over here, but they are usually very bare bones localizations, so. But, you know, I think most people want just the Japanese voice acting most of the time. So... I think this is one of the few games that got localized earlier on. I don't know how often those other games got localized. But I mean, this game is very different from those other games. So... Oops. But yeah, Project Cross Zone has a very similar play style, but this one has a bit more depth to it, and you can spend more time customizing characters and stuff. And even if they die, I think you typically want to try to keep them in the air to like continue the combo. I think maybe the exception is the final hit of the battle doesn't let you continue to combo. I'm pretty sure Haken remarks on everybody's breasts all the time. Anthony, if you want a game where somebody sleeps with somebody at the end of the game, Haken gets in bed with some people. Alright. I'm trying to know if I can... I don't think I can show any of the super moves at this point of the game, unfortunately. Okay, there's an assist. So it kind of looks like that when you do the super moves, where it's like another character will hop in on screen and be like a fairly large model when they hop in and assist. Let's see. Oh wait, that's right. I think I... No, that's just that. Do I have anything that's like a special move? That's like a spell. I think these are all just my skill orders. Or maybe that's what it is in this game. You don't actually... So maybe it's Project X Zone, you push a direction when you do the attacks. Oh, I did a guard on accident. And then this game, you set an order in which the attacks happen, is what it is. And then you just basically pace them out depending on how the fight goes. It's been a while since I played this game, so... Yeah, because it seems like the attacks are different every time. So. Anyways, that's enough of that. That's a fun game, though. Like any RPG, it's a slow start, so... Yeah. Everyone... Well, there's one lady in that game that does not have large breasts, but pretty much everybody in that game has huge boobs. And all the guys are pretty beefy. Let's not do the original Spectrobes, because the original Spectrobes is kind of a mess. Beyond the Portals actually looks kind of good. The original Spectrum just looks really cheap, like in the way Gloria Heracles does, but maybe even worse at times. I think the original game was made by some Taiwan studio. And then I think the second game got made by Jupiter. I can't remember what it is. Maybe it was Jupiter for both of them. I don't remember. I'm not sure what the best screen layouts for this game either. So we'll stick with this for now. Okay, Jupiter made this one at least. Rollin Jr. That was a sudden cut. Alright. Oh yeah, this game has like D-Gamer support, which is like some online service. Normal? Okay. I think you need to use the touchscreen while in this game. Oh yeah, they forgot these cutscenes are pretty, It's crazy, like, you know... These DS games... They look good at times, but they definitely have like a budget to them. That Origins game on Wii, like, looks and feels like a very impressive game. But this one actually looks really good. I think really, maybe there wasn't so much of a budget issue in this one, but just like the limitations of the platform prevented them from going too much further. But yeah, it's like a, you know, behind the back, this looks pretty good for a DS game. Yeah, I've only played this one a little bit. I needed some footage for the Spectropes video, so I played it on an emulator. I own this game. I do not own the original Spectropes. Oh, I forget, is dashing faster? I think in this game you can't play as Gina, though. You can only play as Rollin. Meanwhile, at service bay. Oh, she's cute. I like how his goggles are just like embedded into his head. There's no band or anything. Aesthetically, these games always kind of remind me of Mega Man Legends a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot about this dude. He's a story point in the Wii game, but he's kind of like a really minor one. I can't remember if this guy's in the Wii game at all. I don't think he is. Oh, I didn't even notice those. Oh, he's cute. Man, so this guy, I went to the store on the way home to get some like some protein bar stuff for like playing and traveling, because I'm gonna be traveling a lot while I'm going out to Georgia. And I don't know, I won't be in the situation where I have a car, so if I get hungry, I'll have to feed myself something. But there's a dude who just had like super long hair, like maybe not super long hair. He had very thick hair, like all the way down, and like was covering his eyes. And he had this like huge jacket on, and like he had headphones on, and he just like came around the corner and had like the most like I'm gonna kill someone look on his face. And I was like, oh man. I'm sure he's perfectly nice. I just was like, wow, that was sudden to see that in front of me. I don't remember this lady. You know, there's no voice acting. I think the main reason I'm surprised there's no voice acting is because at this point the webisode series had happened. And I feel like the original game had voice act. Did the original game have voice acting at all? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. Is the fire guy enemy? I don't know who you're talking about. Probably, though. I have a fire guy in my inventory, like a little fire dragon man. That's essentially the Pikachu of the series. I don't know his name. It says Calm up there. The little guy on the floor behind me. I don't remember how far you have to go to get equipment. Or to go fight. Obviously didn't get that far when I originally played this, but... Whoops. It didn't have voice acting? Okay. There's something, I was reading an interview with Rollin's voice actor, and there was like some period of time where some other guy voiced Rollin, like for the beginning of the web series, and then they like hired him on to do voice acting for something else, and like he ended up taking over the rest of the Spectrum series. It was an interesting interview, but it looked like his hair was on fire. I'm not sure. He was probably a bad guy. That hair being on fire seems like a bad guy kind of thing. This is a game where I think it'd be interesting to see like how the 2x resolution looks on it, because like you can get a pretty close look at this game if you're doing like a mode like this. Okay, this is where you do the combat training, that's right. Also, I really like this song, the full version of it. Oh, I need to do something. This isn't the full version, it's just like the first handful of notes. The background looks like it was a little funny, but that just might be a limitation of the platform. Okay, so yeah, then you can lock on and do this. This looks really silly. I think you're supposed to hold the shoot button is what it is, not tap it. Yeah, then you just keep aiming at it properly. The melee stuff in this game always feels weird to me, but I haven't used like other weapons and stuff to say. Like if there's a sword or something, like I always felt like the sword just made the most sense in the Wii game. Kind of looks like he's like dabbing or something when he's doing that. Oh, you know what? I forgot the thing isn't sized properly, right? My apologies. Changing screen modes without thinking about the stream modes. Alright, have a good night, Anthony. Yeah, I mean, like, it's interesting, like, they do like a fog effect back there, so it like makes it look bigger than it really is. I'm always like impressed with full 3D environments in DS games in general, but I mean there's not like a lot in here or something. So oh, yeah, this seems fine. This seems like an okay way to play this game, assuming I don't run into issues. So I don't know. Maybe this is how I finally play the original Spectrobes games. I had somebody in a video ask me if I was ever going to play these games, and I was like, I don't know. Dab. Okay. So. But, it probably doesn't help that I'm starting from Spectrobe's Origins and then moving back the other way. You know, Spectrobe Origins, I think, is a very ambitious game for you know what this brand is and what it's trying to do. maybe not ambitious game for what this brand is, but you know, it's a full-fledged Wii game. It doesn't feel like something that's, you know, makes any compromises and really uses the best of the platform that it can. This is the problem with not doing 2x resolution, is like, look at Roland's face there though. It's like skin pixels, a red pixel representing part of his hair, and then like a white pixel that kind of goes to gray sometimes. like other than his hair, you really can't see Roland very well. Actually, I can show you. I don't know if I've showed you the 2x resolution stuff. So I have I have Phantasy Star Zero on here, and so one thing you can do with these, which is kind of interesting, is you can basically force them to render at a higher resolution. You can basically tell it, hey, render at 2x scale, so it renders twice the resolution, basically. Origins is the last game of the series. I don't know if it's a prequel or not. I don't know where story-wise it makes the most sense. So in Phantasy Star Zero here, I'm running the game with a 2x resolution scale, which causes some additional instability. Like if you try to back out of this from the Wii to the Wii U menu, typically the console just crashes, which it seems like that doesn't cause any problems per se, just as a nasty way to shut down. But yeah, Origins was the last game as far as I can tell. And will probably continue to be the last game forever, unfortunately. I saw someone the other day be like, bring back Spectrobes, and I'm like, that's probably not happening, man. I mean, there are many things in this world. So I'm doing this at 2x resolution, which starts causing some problems. Like you can already see the loading screen is not working properly there. Which was the top screen? I think we were on the top screen already. One. Yeah. So like, it's gonna play this video. Oh wait, no, it's not gonna play this video yet. Well, we'll play a video. So there's the character I've been playing with on here. So this is running again at like 2x resolution, and so like the character typically doesn't look this clear. I mean, it doesn't look amazing still. So, but you know, that looks pretty clean. So let's go ahead and make ourselves something here. Cast. Let's make a neural. Yeah, there we go. And I know I'm not like you can't really compare it to another Phantasy Star Zero, but you know, this looks pretty good. Because I don't have like Phantasy Star Zero running at 1x on here that I could show you. Okay. I need to make decisions about my hair. I like that hat. Okay, we're gonna go with this hat. There's only 3 hair colors in Phantasy Star Zero for some reason. Don't know why. And there's just not a lot of character customization in general, honestly. Let's see, what kind of outfit color do we want? I think outfit's probably more important than hair. So we'll get hair that fits our outfit better. I like the blue one. I don't like the blue hair with the blue outfit though. Let's go in between. There you go. And we'll do the mag that matches my hairstyle. Yay. We're gonna name her Claire. Alright. So yeah, you can see the when you're doing 2x resolution, it doesn't know what to do with the full motion video stuff, so it'll just shove it in the corner of the screen at original resolution, but it's being rendered out at 2x technically, so it just doesn't fill the screen. And it also has some like choppiness here. pretty silly. I like Kai a lot. But and then you also start to notice some other things. So let's see if we can find Kai, because Kai actually shows it off very well.
You've got to hang.
Oh wait, no, I forgot. If I'm a Newman, I don't meet Kai right now. I forgot that depending on the race you are, you start in different areas. Okay, they just like throw you out into the city. Okay, get another good corner cutscene. Let's see, maybe we'll run into Kai in town. Basically, in this game, I think the Newmans are from space. So, like, compared to Rollin, you know, again, and this camera is closer, so I don't want to, like, there's a further camera, but, like, you can see a lot more of the face in this game. I have some comparison screenshots on my Twitter as well, but... yeah, that's pretty far away, but again... we're gonna smack some stuff real quick. And then we'll probably call it a night. Unless was there something else you wanted to see, Zero, before I call it a night? I don't know if there's anything I missed. Oh, we didn't play Love and Berry! Ah! Ah! Alright. Well, we're not seeing Kai here. Oh, okay, so you can see it there on the screen now, where when people are facing this way, the character has a base sprite, as far as I can tell, that's behind them, and then they load in separate eye sprites and a separate mouth sprite, and so they just swap the eyes and the mouth sprites as they need to. And for some reason, when characters are facing that way, like the sprite lines don't line up properly, so you get these gaps on the sides of the face where you can actually see the background area behind her. So if you want, so I don't have Kingdom Hearts. I didn't download that because I don't own that game, and I typically was just trying to stick with like the stuff I own for the most part. Yeah, no, it's not the rain. But we can do some Love Plus. Love Plus is going to be a little slow, I will warn you. But I will just say, you know, so when you're in 2x resolution mode like this, it causes issues where you have some frame drops. You're not really seeing it much here, but and like this game is totally playable like this. Like it plays pretty well in 2x, but it definitely drops frames. It might be hard to tell on stream, but yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go do something else. Since I put Phantasy Star Zero on, let's see. I don't think I'm gonna be able to back out. I think this is gonna close bad. But we'll see. I think it might just hang here. Anytime you do a 2x resolution game, it seems to do this. Yeah. Alright, let's kill it. We'll do Love Plus real quick, though. We will see a girl in Love Plus. But I do still have to go to work tomorrow. So, I will need to... well, not go to work. I will be working from home tomorrow, so I do need to go to bed still. But we'll look at Love Plus real quick, and then we'll do a little bit of what's it called? Love and Berry as well. Oh, I forgot. I am using this down here. Oh, I messed up. I launched the wrong thing. So that's what happens when you try to launch a a homebrew application without actually launching it into the hacked mode first, basically just dies. It says, thanks, man. Goodbye. Then I drop my stylus on the floor like a smart person. But yeah, so far, you know, I'm surprised the games that run do run like how they do, but the ones that seeing like Princess Debut basically be a non-functional game outside of the visual novel portion kind of stinks. And Super Princess Peach just not like loading, but you know, it's not like any of this is officially supported stuff, so it's to be expected. I definitely would prefer to have like a 3DS capture card, and in the end that will probably be the better thing long term, because then I can also do DSiWare games and stuff like that. This only works with retail DS carts that don't have any DSiWare functionality. If there's any DSiWare functionality in the game, it doesn't work. So, which I'm looking at maybe doing some 3DS stuff, but capture card wise, I don't know what the long-term plan is for 3DS capture cards. It doesn't seem... It seems like there's some people working on some stuff, but no idea when that stuff will come to fruition, I guess. Like, it could be years, possibly. Maybe, hopefully not. There's really no timeline. I don't know. I'm just guessing, I guess. But we could at least stream 3DS games through that wireless thing if we wanted to. But yeah, it's hard to review a game using something like this because you don't know like what the behavior is. Oh, apparently I'm at a suspend point already. Rico does not like us. I mean, it's Love Plus, so eventually she'll like us, but... I love the music in this game, by the way. I'm terrible at these kind of games. So basically what you do in Love Plus is you have to raise your stats by using a schedule. So you say like, oh, today I want to be tennis man, or today I want to go out and be a good dude. Or I want to exercise and be the beefiest dude around. Like, we got beefy style. We could also go visit what's her face. So let's do that actually. Let's go okay, let's get beefy. Let's get cool. Let's make some money. You can go home, be a nerd at home, and do hobby too. No, if we're gonna be beefy, strong, and have money, we need to go out. We gotta be a jock. Oh, you know what? I should fit this screen to the game, or this game to the screen. My apologies. It's hard for me to remember to do that. This game looks pretty all right. Yeah, there's a little bit of an issue, and so you actually can't run this game at 2x resolution because it breaks the right screen. And then once you get into the dating portion of the game, this part where you're like walking here and talking to yourself on the way home, or way to school, is when you converse with the girl that you're dating. At least initially, once you get into the actual, so maybe that converse with the girl that you're leading up to dating. So gonna work at Dixie's. I do like the art of this game though. I know it looks a little weird because it's like kind of all discolored and pixelated, but I don't know. There's something charming about it. Mister? I'm skipping past all the text on accident. Well, I'm skipping past all the text, but like I'm actually jumping forward in text too on accident. Yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, resolution super benefits from like, you know, characters being right up on screen. In the case of, you know, also Love Plus, literally the only thing they're rendering here is the girl. So they can just render, you know, whatever the heck they want. like use the DS's full processing power.
っちに来て。
I didn't go with Manaka the first time around because she's too motherly-like, and that weirds me out a little bit. But I liked Manaka a lot. Manaka's just kind of weird, which I like.
表の入り口から入っちゃダメよ。
I feel like the text speed I should turn up if I can. But,
いいわ。初めてなんだもの。
yeah, I think you can turn up the text speed. I just don't remember where or how.
私は姉ヶ崎ねね。
Hi, Nene. Oh, I gave myself a Japanese name because I was too lazy to actually figure out. I usually put Benjamin Yoder in katakana.
ごめんね。店長から聞いたの。
There's something just super relaxing about this game, though. Like,
うーん。
it's a lot of just,
ち
you
ょ
know,
っと他人行儀かな。
it fits super well that whole, like, visual novel thing where it's like, it does a really good job at creating a
大
conversation
歳しか違わないのに。
or, like, a dialogue that feels like a conversation. And,
それそれ。でもお客様には敬語だよ。
I don't know. There's something about visual novels in particular, and like the kind of one-to-one nature with a lot of the character dialogue, and like usually, you know, due to how the games are structured and the ability to focus on like a single character for a plot, it really
じゃあ私は戻る
it
から。
really
ここにいて。
like emphasizes that relationship with that character, which I mean for a romance game makes a lot of sense. But yeah, and so like with this one in particular, like there's not really any kind of overarching story stuff. You definitely learn like the quirks of each character and things like that. But it's not like, as far as I can tell, it's not like Nene being like, oh, my parents died in a car accident or something, you know. At the end of the day, you just kind of had silly chats with your girlfriends or whatever. So otherwise though, like at this point in the game, there's nothing really here that really, you know, really does anything. You basically just sleep, schedule, spend some time with some people, go see what's her face, get fit, get smart, and go out. Whoops. Get fit, get smart, and go out. Oh no, that's stylish. And so some days are basically just this. You don't get any dialogue, you just see the little thing get cute. But then like if you go to like a work day, you usually get some useful or little text here.
頑張ってね。
Fan translated. Yeah, so only this one's been fan translated. The Love Plus Plus hasn't been fan translated, and New Love Plus has only started fan translation. I think it got put on a hold. I think they were running into some major issues with getting the game to run properly with English text in it. So yeah, I think that's really all we can do with that right now. But you know, I don't know. It's up to you, Zero, and Anthony, if Anthony was still here. But like, maybe we could do something with Love Plus later. Maybe we could all three of us date a girl together. Make some decisions. And then we're gonna play Love and Berry, and I think that's it. Then we'll call it a day. I'm trying to think of anything like Love Plus that got localized. I don't know if I know of anything. That being said, there's plenty of dating visual novels and stuff on Steam now if you really want to go for it, but something like Love Plus is a bit different and special, I think. I wish the later versions got fan translated or localized because the this one was just kind of shallow, unfortunately, although I didn't spend a ton of time with it. Square Root game. I don't know what the Square Root game is. I can't recall whatever that is. But yeah, well, you mentioned 358 divided by 2 earlier. We'll probably try that at some point. Oh no. Oh no. Love and Berry. Love and Berry super fun time. No. I guess Love and Berry doesn't work. Root letter. I don't think it's a dating thing. I could be wrong. I'm sad. This is a sad way to end this stream. In this world, I wanted one thing, which was Love and Berry. Well, you know, that's a shame. I'll send you some footage after Zero. Love and Berry is a quality title that actually got localized, which was rad. But I actually found it when I was a kid, but my stepbrother was with me, and I was too embarrassed to play it, and I was sad. I regret it today, because they were here at the GameWorks, here they had like a whole row of them. So, but I guess that's it. Unless let me just eye through these real quick and let's see if there's anything we want to jump in on before we're done. But I think I feel pretty satisfied by what we looked at. Oh, here's a good one to end on if it works. But yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about this is that it's just unreliable, and so a 3DS capture card would obviously be reliable. Time Hollow, I don't have Time Hollow. A 3DS capture card would actually be reliable, but this is for $50 to have some games work. I think that's pretty reasonable. At least for now, while the 3DS capture cards are off the market. So I think we can definitely find some stuff on here to play, and it looks like stuff like Castlevania alone is probably worth it. Luminous Arc, Lux Pain, Time Hollow. All right, it's Electro Plankton time. I'm terrible at this. I'm not a music-y man. So, but Electroplankton is a fascinating little thing. You're listing out the best games, is what you're doing, man. Sonic Rush is something I do want to play eventually. Sonic Rush Adventure looks really cool. Isn't that beat? But then you know what's going to happen? As soon as I do this, it's just going to go crazy. Alright, music. There's like a lot of weird stuff, like you can make this music go like this, but eventually the leaves turn red. And I think they make different sounds or something when they're red. Or they have like different properties. But yeah, it's like, I don't know what to do with this, man. I'm not a music man. But I remember the sounds of this game so fondly. And like the aesthetic of it a lot. I hate the Smash Brothers stage, but it's still like one of my favorite ones. I'm the only Electroplankton stream on. Hey, look, Sentai, how's it going? Yes, I am currently the only Electroplankton stream going right now. Although I'm not actually streaming Electroplankton on the Twitch thing. Oh, that's right. You get different types of boards. And like this, let me get back to that. Like, this is like a very nostalgia-fueled thing for me. Like, hearing this. Like, I don't know, like, just hearing that bass thing just sounds, like, really weird to me, hearing that again. Oh, you went to GDC. Nice. Did you get a lot out of it? I did not go to GDC. I think DICE happens here in town. Nice. Are you going for writing stuff or is it, are you doing game development kind of stuff? I always feel like when I do this one, if I activate too many at once, like... Cool. Oh, nice. Mizuguchi does... Is he the Daytona USA guy? I'm forgetting. I'm blanking. Let me look this up real quick. I'm pretty sure he's not a Daytona USA guy. Is he the Rez guy? Okay, Rez. Yeah, I thought so. Who is the Daytona guy? Daytona singer. Takenbo Mitsuyoshi. They both start with a T. That's why I got them mixed up. Cool. Yeah, I haven't played Rez yet or Lumines. I need to eventually. Although it sounds like VR is like the best way to play Rez at this point. I never really understood the snow one. Not really that I didn't understand it. It's like a piano with all the keys just like keep moving. Electroplankton is a weird thing. I like it. Cool. Yeah. Are you where are you posting your stuff up? Are you? I forget what. There's a website you sent me a while ago that I read some of your stuff. And enjoyed it there, but I haven't been back there. Oh yeah, this is Super Mario Brothers. You know, I think Electroplankton was revealed at a GDC. Con Freaks and Geeks. Let me grab that real quick. Sorry, I'm a stylist mouth man. I know some people are greatly offended by that. Alright. I'll keep an eye on Con Freaks and Geeks for your GDC coverage. Because I have paid, like, no attention to GDC this year. So, I guess I watched the Google stuff. Do you have any thoughts about the Google streaming stuff at all, or? That's right, the, like, old notes fade off on this one. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, they're just showing off, like, Ubisoft titles and stuff, right? So, as far as I understand, that's mostly what's there. You know, you've mentioned, like, you know, missing out on stuff because you're there writing. I feel like these days you are generally less informed when you're going somewhere because so much of it is available on the internet. I feel like this one's the easiest one to feel like you make music with. Yeah. I have maybe started caring too much about game preservation stuff, and seeing that streaming stuff terrifies me. So I did hear about Blastmaster Zero 2. I have not looked at any other Nindy stuff yet, though. I haven't played the original Blastmaster Zero yet, so I need to do that still. Yeah, like, you know, it's, so I mean, like, obviously you have games that are like, pre-360 PS3, you pretty much shipped games gold, and that was kind of the game. And then, so nowadays, you know, people always say, like, oh, well, the game shipped broken on discs, and then they get patched. So there's not much difference between this today, where, you know, once the online servers go down, my disc is useless because it's either a broken version of the game or a very primitive version of the game. But the difference is between that and, like, streaming is that with the patches and like the disc, the data has to get out in the public still. So they have to push the data to the public. And so when it comes to like pirating and hackers who are going to keep this stuff alive, because unfortunately that's kind of the only people who are doing it typically, with the exception of, you know, some rare instances outside of that. People are going to be able to build, you know, you're going to be able to patch PS3 games even after the servers go offline. Most of the ones that matter, probably, which is not always great to say it that way, but people are going to have an archive of that stuff. With something like Google Play or Google's Stadia or whatever it is, everything is server side, so no data's being pulled from the server at all outside of just like what's actually being played on screen. So, you know, once Google or whoever's making their game decides to stop selling it, like, nobody has access to it, and except for people in Google. So I'm sure there will eventually be cases where stuff gets leaked or someone steals the code, you know, which would be not a good thing, but someone could potentially steal it, or like the servers might get out there in the future. But I think it's going to be the exception that stuff's going to be out there. Which I think the difference between like this with video games and Netflix or like Spotify with music and video streaming is that people can archive that stuff almost. I probably shouldn't be on this beat screen. People can archive that stuff, you know, for pretty much 100% what it is. Like, even if you lose some quality, like, you know, recording a Netflix original series and storing that somewhere, you know, it's still saved, even if you didn't save it at the highest quality or something like that. Or like, you know, pulling videos from YouTube and things like that. You still save the original essence of that thing. But video games are inherently an interactive medium. And so, like, if you're just saving videos of the game, you're losing a part of it. So that's my biggest fear. But I think the technology is great, and I think it's definitely where we're going to go. And I think, you know, if Google doesn't succeed with it, I think somebody will eventually succeed with it. And so it's for someone like me who's been maybe a little too interested in game preservation the last handful of years. It is a little bit of a terrifying thing. So sorry to interrupt your Zero conversation to say that, but it won't be. I mean, like yeah, it won't be, probably. Like, at the end of the day, the company wants it, you know, is only going to do as much as the money's going to get them, which I think is perfectly fine. Like, I'm perfectly in support of, like, you know, capitalist nature and things like that. And you know, I think part of the reason why as society we're good at where we are, and in some ways, is because of capitalism. I mean, it's not always perfect or great or perfect to everybody, but I think a lot of progress has come from it in some ways. But I don't want to get too commentary on capitalism here, so I don't want to sit there and be like, oh, they're just trying to get out there for the money, and they don't care about the history of video games or something. I totally understand, but it does concern me. Yeah, they'll take them down and they'll be gone. But yep, I mean, already games that get delisted all the time. You know, PT survives on PS4s out there, you know, but if PT was removed, then it wouldn't, you know, exist anymore, basically. So yeah, well, cool. Yeah, if you ever want to talk about GDC, let me know. I told, you know, my podcast has nobody listening to it most of the time, or a very small number of people listening to it. But if you ever want to come on and listen to it, let me know. I would gladly have you on the show. Just let me know if you have anything you want to talk about, and I will gladly have you on. So, although I can't have you on this weekend because I'm out of town. So, also don't take that as me as like trying to force you into my show or something. I just want to reach out to you, I guess, to some extent. I've been thinking about doing more interview style stuff with podcast stuff in general. But yes, get your articles done first. Yeah, that's the more important thing. That is where you're getting paid for. Yeah. Well, like there's some times where my podcast gets like 150 people listening and I don't know why. So I don't know why. I'm gonna go to bed. Have a good night. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.
I don't like that one.
Thanks for coming.
And I hope you enjoy GDC. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for coming. Anyways. Nice. Anyways. Thanks. Yeah, and then, what's it called? Next week we'll do something for streaming. I don't know what. Let the computer take over and compose its own music. Whoops, I messed up. But yeah, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe play Zelda. Maybe that's the boring answer. We'll just play some Zelda. So, just do anything. Bye. I had to look away to press the stop streaming button.